Today we're talking about the new Star Wars game, Outlaws. This time, it's not from EA Games, it's from Ubisoft, which is taking a different approach with the franchise. The developers behind The Division, Massive, are behind this title. Unlike their previous games, Outlaws is a single-player open-world adventure, not a live-service shooter. It dives into a new side of the Star Wars universe. No lightsabers or family drama, just crime and adventure. To be direct, I think Star Wars Outlaws is okay, but not great. As a Star Wars fan, I expected more, especially compared to games like Squadrons or Jedi Fallen Order. If you become disillusioned with Star Wars, this game probably won't bring you back. It offers an adventure in the criminal underworld with a touch of Ubisoft, the good and the bad. It has beautifully crafted worlds, but the stealth and repetitive combat didn't convince me, and the story is fairly forgettable. I'd recommend it to those looking for an open-world Star Wars to explore, despite its flaws. In Outlaws, you play as Kay Vess, a young woman who steals a ship after a failed heist. She escapes to another planet and gets entangled with criminal gangs like Crimson Dawn and the Hutts. The game throws you into the open planet of Tatooine and allows you to take on main jobs and side missions on other planets. You can explore, fly into space, and engage in missions. On land, you'll explore detailed cities, interior hubs, and cantinas. The level of detail in the cities and alien races is impressive and fun. The Star Wars vibe is fantastic, but there's little interactivity. In the open world, you can cause more chaos, chases, races, and shootouts without it being overwhelming. In the game, the map resembles a Ubisoft one, with towers and bases, but it doesn't feel overly congested. There's a good balance with wide, open spaces that make the worlds feel expansive and authentic. Some areas might just be decorative, but they work well. Navigating on your speeder is entertaining, with somewhat sensitive controls, but a good sense of speed and the ability to drift. You can upgrade the bike with abilities like better acceleration, a boost, and a small jump. The open-world map and cities are divided into territories controlled by groups like the Empire or criminal factions. The faction system is one of the most interesting aspects of the game, with meters reflecting levels of favorability from hate to affection. Every action you take affects these meters, and your relationship with factions can influence discounts and rewards. This system is well integrated into the world, affecting how you move around and access areas. As for stealth, it's one of the pillars of the game and works simply and effectively. Although competent after about 10 hours, it becomes repetitive and basic. More tools like smoke bombs and stealth takedown methods are added, but the skill set feels limited. There are also mandatory stealth missions where being detected means failure, which might not appeal to all players. You'll start an encounter by scouting the area with binoculars, marking enemies, infiltrating, and taking out some of them, until you eventually get detected, leading to a shootout. Combat is handled in third person and is fairly straightforward, involving running, sliding, ducking behind cover, and using your blaster. The feedback and sound effects from the shots are solid. Your blaster will unlock different firing modes as you progress, though you can also pick up weapons in the field. However, these are quickly discarded. You can't hold on to them for long. This is a shame, because while the blaster is effective, the weapons you pick up, like rifles and snipers, offer a very satisfying experience. The shootouts could benefit from more variety. Even though Kay can do many actions like running, climbing, swinging on ropes, jumping, meleeing, and shooting, it doesn't feel as fluid as in other similar games, and the combat becomes repetitive after a few hours. Progression in the game is interesting since your skills and upgrades are tied to characters that function as large skill trees. You can upgrade your speeder bike by collecting items that enhance its capabilities, like higher acceleration or a higher jump. The skill trees offer a variety of upgrades in carrying capacity and abilities for both stealth and combat. But the gear system is somewhat limited, offering only minor upgrades for the blaster and cosmetic items like shirts, pants, and belts. Despite this, some faction outfits have really impressive designs. Space travel is well executed, providing a satisfying experience as you fly into space without interruptions or cutscenes. You can attack enemies or interact with neutrals, scan and discover objects, and take on side missions. Your ship is fully upgradable to enhance its speed, durability, and weapon power, which is a nice addition. Although the game may present some flaws, such as graphical issues and slightly messy animations, the world, graphics, and artistic design are excellent. The story is entertaining, but some characters, like the villain, are not very memorable. Despite its flaws, I recommend the game to Star Wars fans looking for an open world to explore, though perhaps not at full price right away. Now, I'd love to hear your opinion in the comments. I know some of you might be skeptical about this game. I definitely was, but I've tried it out and shared my thoughts. If you dive into it, let me know what you think. That's all we can do here, so let us know in the comments. And if this video helped inform you or showed you the gameplay, clicking the like button really helps us out. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.